Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the magic of Harbin, a city that has recently just captivated the entire world. You'll often hear it called the Oriental Moscow, and that nickname? Well, it really hints at its super unique story. But what's the deal? Why is everyone suddenly talking about this frozen city? Okay, let's get into it. So here's our game plan. We're going to journey through its identity, from its incredible icy spectacles and deep history, all the way to its fusion cuisine, and of course, the secrets to embracing its extreme climate. All right, first up, let's get to the heart of it. What makes Harbin the undisputed capital of all things ice and snow? Okay, you have to understand the climate here is a tale of two extremes. We're talking long, frigid winters that can just plummet down to minus 25 degrees Celsius. But then summers are actually pretty warm and pleasant. This huge swing isn't just a weather fact, it's the very canvas that Harbin's incredible culture is painted on. This extreme cold isn't just something they put up with. Oh no, they celebrate it. So let's see how the city turns this massive challenge into its biggest attraction. The city basically becomes this global hub for winter tourism, and it's all built around the incredible Harbin International Ice and Snow Festival. This whole event really revolves around three main draws. You've got the absolutely massive Ice and Snow World, the super artistic Sun Island Snow Sculpture Expo, and for all you adrenaline junkies, the huge Yabuli Ski Resort. In the scale of this whole thing, it's just mind-blowing. The Ice and Snow World, which, fun fact, was first built back in 1999 to ring in the new millennium, uses a staggering 180,000 cubic meters of ice. And get this, it's not artificial. This is all natural ice, cut into these massive blocks, straight from the frozen Songhua River. They literally turn the environment into art. And this is what's so cool about the city's duality, right? Because its permanent architecture is just as spectacular. Once all that ice melts, a whole different kind of marvel is revealed. So let's step off the ice for a minute and onto the city's stone-paved streets to really dig into Harbin's rich international past. Right at the heart of the city is Central Avenue, or as it's known locally, Zongyangdajie. Its story really maps out the city's evolution. It started way back in 1898 as Chinese Street, and over a century, it transformed into the grand Central Avenue we know today. And in 1997, it got a pretty cool title, China's very first commercial pedestrian street. I mean, walking down this street, which is almost 1.5 kilometers long, it's like you're strolling through an open-air museum of architecture. You'll see dozens of these historic buildings, and they're this incredible mix of European styles. You've got Renaissance, Baroque, you name it. And two of the absolute must-sees are the magnificent St. Sophia Cathedral and the historic Maudière Hotel. Now, this cultural mashup isn't just something you see in the buildings. You can actually taste it in the food. The city's culinary scene is this delicious reflection of its entire history. Okay, the one dish you absolutely have to try is guao bao brao. It's this amazing, crispy pork dish. But it's the story behind it that really captures the soul of the city. Believe it or not, this dish was literally invented to bridge a cultural gap. So back in 1907, a chef named Zhang Zingwen was tasked with creating something for some visiting Russian officials. So what did he do? He cleverly took a traditional savory northern Chinese recipe and added a sweet and sour sauce he knew the European palate would love. And boom, it was an instant hit. It's the perfect symbol of Harbin's culinary fusion. And that fusion is still going strong today. The city's food scene is this fantastic mix of old and new. You can find these super hearty traditional stews and Russian borscht right next door to trendy American-style cafes serving up creative drinks and playing jazz. And yes, people really do stand outside eating the famous Madeira ice cream when it's 30 below zero. It's wild. So if all this has you inspired to pack your bags, you're probably wondering how in the world you handle those extreme temperatures. Let's get into the practical side of things. First things first, you have to have a healthy respect for the cold. We're talking temperatures that will shut down your phone in seconds and can be genuinely dangerous if you're not properly prepared. The absolute key is mastering what the locals call the layering method. It's a tried and true strategy. You start with a thermal base layer, then you add a fleece or wool mid-layer for insulation, and you top it all off with a windproof outer layer. This whole system traps air, keeps you warm, and, this is crucial, lets you adjust easily when you go from the freezing cold outside to a warm building inside. And whatever you do, don't forget to protect your hands, feet, and head. Okay, and what about your tech? The cold is a battery's absolute worst enemy. To fight this, keep your phone in an inner pocket right up close to your body heat. Definitely carry a power bank. And for your camera, you might even want to use those little heating pads. But here's the real pro tip. Before you head back indoors, seal your camera in a plastic bag. It's a super simple trick, but it stops condensation from forming on the cold lens in the warm air, which could totally wreck your equipment. So you can see, Harbin is a city that was literally forged by its unique relationship with winter. It's this incredible showcase of how history, culture, and extreme cold can come together to create something truly magical. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, right? What other stories might this city tell when all that ice finally melts away?